Hi everyone, it's Jess and I am back with a very long overdue process video. So this is a video that I filmed and made a long time ago. I have a backlog of videos to update on my channel, so you are all going to get a bunch of videos. I'll probably try and have like 2 a week until I'm out of them, which should take me until about the end of October. So hopefully by then I will have a new filming area set up, as right now I currently do not, as I rearranged my scrapbook room and there is right now nowhere to set up my tripod and filming lights. So I'm going to have to figure that out. So for this layout, I'm using papers from a kit that I put together, and I'm really sorry, but I don't remember if it was one of the page kits that I made or if it was just from the full kit that I put together. I did this a long time ago. Sorry, I had to cough. I made this quite a while ago and I'm just not entirely sure. So for this layout, I am using one of my absolute favorite scrapbook layout orientations. I think that's the word that I went for. So I'm using 2 4x6 photos mounted together and then a piece of paper along the side to make an L from the photos. And then I also used a piece of that paper to go up above the photo just to bring that color up there. And you'll see in this video I am in the process of going back and forth between my ATG gun and a smaller handheld runner. I am still in the process of doing that. It's months later and nothing has changed. So sorry, I just had to take a drink. My throat's very dry. I did a 5K run this past weekend and there was very little water opportunity on the course, so my throat's very dry. So these pieces of paper really reminded me of the Venice carnival type look. And as these are photos of gondolas in Venice, I wanted to bring that triangle pattern in. I am not entirely sure why that strip of paper reminds me of the carnival in Venice. I haven't even been to carnival in Venice, so I don't know if that triangular diamond shape appears at all, but it looks like something that might show up there. So I decided to put it on. Plus, this may have been around the time when Glitter Girl, that collection is Glitter Girl from Schmel, when it came out. So I am using papers from the 6x6 paper pad, and it looks like I'm using random scraps of paper from inside of my desk also. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you where that piece of paper came from. If I had to guess, I think it's a lawn fawn paper, or maybe a photoplay paper. So I'm just trying to add some color into the layout. The paper in the background does have all of those colors in it, so I'm just simply bringing those colors up into the foreground to make them more prominent. The more I look at that piece of paper, I think it might actually be from Photoplay, one of their perfectly plaid collections, I think. Like I said, I made this a long time ago, and since I wasn't planning on taking a break from editing and uploading videos, I didn't write down any of the supplies that I used. So let that be a lesson for everybody. If you're going to take a break, write things down. I think I will be doing that in the future. So these are stamps from Kelly Perky. That one on top is Kelly Perky. That one there is, I think it's Studio L2E. I think. I've had that stamp set and I took it out of its original packaging. I think it's Studio L2E. Those flare badges that you see, the one that says Italy is definitely from a flare for buttons. The other two, I just have like one of those 4x6 plastic photo cases that I keep all my flare in. So apparently that stamp was really hard to get off. It was very stuck to the release paper. But I do get it off eventually, I think. Or I just give up and find a different stamp instead. I don't know. It's hard to say what I did. I have a lot of stamp sets that have like a notebook type look to them to make lines on something. I'm also fairly certain I just put that white piece of paper on top of on top of the ink pad. This is the back of a pattern paper from a paper pad that I just wasn't really all that fond of. And here I'm having trouble with this stamp. I think it's because I'm trying to stamp it on top of my layout instead of removing the layout with the different layers of paper that's creating an uneven surface to stamp upon underneath it. So, but I made it work, and I cleaned my stamp off on the back of the paper also. That ink that I'm using is Hero Arts. It's a shadow tone ink. I think it's called Navy Blue, but I'm not sure. I've since switched to a Lawn Fawn ink that's a navy blue color because it doesn't stain your stamps. Not that I truly care if it stains my stamps, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes I do like it. Again, another Lawn Fawn ink color. That one I love so much. It's called Plastic Flamingo, and it is neon pink, and I love it. So I think I'm going to use this little stamp block as a journaling spot. Those scissors, if you're wondering, are from the Chamel Glitter Girl collection. I don't know if you can still get them anymore. I think that you can, but I'm not sure. So of course I wanted my journaling block right where I put other pieces of embellishment. That's the way it always goes. That's okay. It peels off really easy. That's Tombow Mono Multi Dot Runner adhesive, and it I haven't noticed any of my layouts that I made with it coming unstuck, but it does peel off very easily if you do need to get the paper up that you put down. I usually adhere my flare down with little foam squares. If I don't use foam squares, I will use just a bit of wet adhesive. I use the Scotch, I think it's called Tacky Glue now. It used to be Quick Dry, but they changed the name of it. And you can see I put down another little piece of the Chamel Glitter Girl paper, the navy blue with the stars and diamonds on it. That's because the O was going to go over the join of two papers, and I don't really like that. It's just a fussy thing. I recently found those stickers in my stash. Like when I made this layout, I found those stickers, and I think they're Dear Lizzie stickers from like 5 years ago or something. These are brand new to me, or they were then. I've almost used that whole package now. They are teeny tiny jelly bean soup tile stickers. They're so tiny. and I love them so much. I was going to call it gondola art, but it looked funny because it was just kind of like the end of the word gondola was kind of resting on the three letters of art, and it didn't look right. So some Heidi Swap gold color shine, if I can speak properly. I got the gold color shine on the photo, and my photos do not like when you try to wipe stuff off of them, especially with a baby wipe. I learned that, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. The pictures are in my album. So gold color shine, and then that is the end of this layout. So thank you all for sticking with me through my unscheduled break from YouTube. It was not intentional, I promise. And I will see you all soon with more layouts. Thanks. Bye.